Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris, and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And in today's podcast, we're going to highlight what I believe to be the best projects in gaming, the sector of gaming. Yeah, look, I think these have got huge potential. The reason why I think this is a really interesting sector, if you missed yesterday's podcast, I did cover artificial intelligence sector in the crypto space, because I do think that sector is going to blossom and do very, very well. I think we've only seen a little bit of what, the future potential could be. So do check that video out. But today's about gaming. This is another sector that I think is going to do really well. Gaming, metaverse, and that sort of stuff. So these projects, I think, have immense ability to produce huge gains for investors. That is why I'm going to cover it off. But why do I think this? We'll come on to that before we get into the projects. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let us know in the comments below what projects you would have listed out in the gaming and metaverse sector of crypto for your biggest gains, that you think are going to come from these projects. Let me know those projects in the comments below, and make sure that you tap the bell, select all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here, and we've had news that Meta Quest 3 is coming in the fall, lower prices for Quest 2, and this really comes because Apple are talking about getting into VR, and Facebook are letting them know that actually this is our sector. You're going to have to compete with us. But Apple, headset VR stuff coming. There's claims of leaks and all sorts of different things. But what I would say, and what does interest me, is this 3D map leak stuff that I'm hearing about, where they've been using devices to map out the entire world for their VR, I guess, protocol game metaverse thing that's coming forward. So look, I think this stuff is what's going to make gaming and metaverse a really interesting sector in the space, and one that I think people should be immersing themselves in research now. So Immutable is going to be the first on the list. I think this is one of the strongest that I'm going to talk about in this list. It's basically build with unmatched speed, scalability, and flexibility with Immutable, simple end-to-end web-free solution. Fuel your gaming growth and capitalize. Captivate. Can't get my words out. Captivate players like never before. So look, I think this is a project that's going to go on to do really well. Definitely worth investing the time in research to this project. It's currently up 5.49% at the time of recording. We're recording this on the 2nd of June because we're away when this goes out. It's at 78 cent 47. Again, I think this is a project that's going to do really well. I think it's well priced, but I do think there'll be lower prices in the future. So just be mindful not to just dump all money into this project. I think dollar cost averaging is the right method. Again, looking for good price in the space, and looking at pullbacks. I do expect to retest the lows or new lower lows to happen. I'm still adamant on that. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on that side of things as well. 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧. Now, the graphics for this game are just immense. I'm really looking forward to seeing more on this project. Have the racing game going live very soon, and we have a partnership with 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧. Just to be really clear, we have our partnership NFT, which is the the 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧 cheeky race suit, and really interesting NFT project that is, that you get access to private sales and seed rounds in our Discord. But not only that, you can wear the race suit in the game when it goes live. So really like this project. It's on Cardano, great team, and it looks like it's going to be an amazing game. It's at 1.81% at the time of recording, 0.03409. definitely worth looking at this particular project. Ultra is the next one that I think people should be looking at. Again, it's a Web3 infrastructure project for games, a bit like 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗓 in some regards, but completely different at the same time. Again, I think this is going to be one that goes on to do really well. Lots of really good integrations, one to definitely spend the time researching, in my opinion. And do let me know your thoughts and opinions on these projects I'm calling out. Are you invested? Do you think they're good? Do you think that they're just going to flop? Let me know in the comments below. Let's make this a really interactive video. This one is down 1.70% in the last 24 hours at 0.03413. Again, a project to go do your research on. Again, more of a well-known one, this one, Gala Games. Again, I think this one has a fantastic position in the market, and one that I think is going to do really well. It's currently up 1.15% at the time of recording at 0.03015. Again, I think this is a project that's just going to go from strength to strength. If you can get it at a really good price, I think that it's definitely worth doing that, and I think it's cheap as chips at the moment. Next one is Nakamoto. Again, another project that I think is going to do very, very well. Again, one of the strongest on the list, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this particular one in the comments below. It's currently at, it's down 0.87% in the last 24 hours at 0.228. Again, I think you can get some really good price on this one in the future weeks and months. Then we got Treasure, which is a project called Magic, the magic of play. Again, one that's really interesting, more higher risk, I feel, but one that I think could, potentially do well. One to definitely look at. Currently up 3.85% at the time of recording at 0.9898. Again, definitely worth investing the time to research this project. And the final one that I want to call out is Sandbox. I don't think that this one is one that many people don't already know about, but I do think it's one that's going to go on and do very, very well. It's currently up 0.96% at the time of recording at 0.5596. Again, I think that this is a project that has huge potential. I mean, it had an all-time high of $7.46, and I think that we can revisit those prices in the future. So this could be an absolutely beautiful play if you think aligned to how I do, that Sandbox has a really good position, a unique position in the gaming sector. Let me know if there are any projects in the gaming sector that you think that I should delve into, do research on, or should have had in this list. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the ones that I have listed. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And what are your thoughts? Let's make this a really interactive video. If you enjoyed this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.